Warning: the following program contains real stories shared by real people. We do not censor difficult topics or remove explicit language. The heart behind this is not to sensationalize hardship, but to honor each person's story. Because these conversations may include mature themes like trauma, addiction, loss, mental health struggles, or explicit language, viewer discretion is advised. We aim for authenticity. Thanks for listening. Welcome to Just Like Me Project. This is my last interview for the summer. Because of that, I get to have my friend Johnny on, and just gonna talk about his story and kind of what he's gone through. Just to get started, before you start telling your story, tell me your name, where you're from, and your favorite animal. And I'm
Hi,
gonna
my
close the
name
door real
is
quick, but keep going.
Johnny Nunez, and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, raised in Southside. Um, my favorite animal is a dog. Well, actually, a horse, but
Actually, a horse? Why didn't you want to say horse?
I don't know. But anyway, so like, long story short, um, as I was growing up, I grew up in Southside of Fort Worth. Um, my mom was a child when she had me, and so I was a little boy, kind of confused. I used to just play with Barbie dolls. I used to like think I was a little girl. So as I grew up, went to school, I always wear like what I wanted to. My mom didn't ever tell me not to wear what I wanted to. I wore girl clothes. My hair was long. Um, so as I started to grow up, I started to be more of a woman. And when I went to middle school, it became more beautiful and guys were more attracted to me, and I had a boyfriend for a very long time. For actually I had my boyfriend since the fifth grade all the way up to the 12th grade. I had the same boyfriend. um, After we had broke up and stuff, um, I got into prostitution, and I started prostituting, and I was prostituting online, actually on Craigslist, and it evolved to something deep in my heart. I think it crushed my heart that my boyfriend left me because I was with him for so long, faithful to him. Um, I don't think at the time I ever knew Jesus. I didn't ever go to church. It wasn't until later on in life that I decided to, let him in my life, because at the time everything seemed perfect, but it wasn't perfect at all. It wasn't even close to perfect. I had was building so many problems for myself that I didn't even see it crashing down one day. Um, as the money and stuff got better, and the things in my life started to disappear, like the more money I had, the less family I had in my life. The more the more things I had, like cars and a house, the less I was around my family, like the more I was into myself and whatever it is that I was doing, prostituting. It was a sex addiction that I really had, really. With my boyfriend, having him one day, like for like them years, I didn't see it as a sex addiction because it was one person, but we had sex like so a lot of quantity, like all day, all night, like type of stuff. Um, but as God was showing me the light, the difference between having one person and then not having one person and multiple people, you get to see like what kind of a addiction you have. And I was growing up, I was still dressing like a woman. I started to go to prison. When I went to prison for, I think it was um, it was an unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. I took my friend's car one day, and she called the police on me, and I went to prison. So when I went to prison, I started to be around all the boys and stuff, and I looked like a girl. At first I shaved my head. All the boys were like weird at first, but as my hair grew back long, they all started to like me once again. I went to prison for like 2 years that time. The second time I went to prison for another 2 years. The third time I went to prison. For this time, I just got out July 10th. I went to prison for another 2 years for assault on a security officer. This time I actually found Jesus. whenever I got out of prison this time, I decided, I'm just done with the prostituting. I'm done with it all. Like, it's just, it got to end sometime. I wanted to see what the reaction of my family would be for all these years, being a woman to being myself as a man. So I came back and I embraced my sister and my mom with a hug, and it's like, I'm gonna try the boy thing. And I let my beard grow, and it's like, it feels good to actually for them to see them cry and like, dang, you look so good. I mean, you look so beautiful like a girl, but you actually look different like a boy. And I appreciate that. Like, no matter how hard I try or whatever, like it felt good to cry to God and cry out to Him and tell Him thank you so much. I wanted to see my parents and my sister cry. Uh, I just gotta say that I wish I had pictures that I could show on your podcast of me. You would be surprised and amazed, like
You have your phone?
of the difference of like how gorgeous, and I mean like not just like gorgeous, but like when I walk in, you don't even know it's a man. Like you literally think it's a woman, and every man has told me that in my life, like your eyes are so beautiful, like you're so gorgeous, like literally, like this is all different to me. Like being a man, like it feels good. It actually feels good. It's like I'm so used to having my way, like, and then now I like look over my shoulder because I don't know what people are gonna think. Like if I ask for something, like because I'm in the presence of being a man now, and in the presence of me being a transgender, it was easy. It was like, here you go. Everything was handed to me. It's a little bit of a struggle, but it's a struggle I like because it's the right type of struggle. And when things get difficult in your life, continue to do it because it's the right thing to do. Sometimes when things are too easy, it's too good to be true. And that's really all I have to say is that this tremendous change, and I love myself even more than I loved myself then.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that, Johnny.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you sharing your story. So, you got out of prison July 10th, you said?
Hmm.
And you were there for how long?
2 years.
2 years for what was it? What is it?
Aggravated assault on a security officer.
Okay. And you've been out for about a month.
About a month.
Did you come straight to the shelter?
I did.
Okay. And you've been here for about a month?
Hmm.
Okay. Cool. What has God been teaching you as you've been in the shelter for this month
This
out of
month,
jail?
this month he's been teaching me like to get closer to my family. So I've been going to my sister's every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then this month coming up, like after my birthday on the 14th, it's time to look for a job.
When's
Like
your birthday? August 14th?
August 14th.
Okay. And
So
then you're
leave
looking for a
leave
job?
time after the 14th is the job. So me and my sister have already talked about this. She said I can come live with her Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays and get a how do you call it, end of a week shift,
Mm-hmm.
but you still get like your 40 hours, like 12 hours
Wow.
shifts a day,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So we already got the link to the job that I'm gonna do because her her wife actually has a brother that is actually gay that actually works at this place that actually does the weekend job things. So like he said it's 40 hours Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and he sent her the link. So as soon as that my birthday's over, I'm gonna apply for the job, and I know I'm gonna get it.
Mm. And what's the job?
I think it's for this warehouse, and they start like at 16 something, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's right down the street from her apartment. So she said
Yeah.
she'll drop me off, pick me up, because she don't work on the weekends. So
Mm-hmm.
we made this plan out, and she said that I could save my money, and once I have enough money, I can get out from the shelter and probably move in the same apartments as her.
Yeah.
She lives in a really good area. She lives on Midway Station over there, like by Meacham,
Mm-hmm.
like towards that way by Meacham, like Ashley
Cool.
Hills.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's really nice over there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes.
And cool that you're getting to just kind of reestablish some of those ties with your family.
It is. It's a blessing, actually.
Yeah. So something I wanted to ask you about is kind of a consistency I see with some of the people, especially when they get out of prison,
Hmm.
it's really hard for them to kind of return to normal life. Talk to me about that and like kind of going from having
Okay,
an exact schedule every day
from having
to
an
being
exact
like
schedule every
free.
day,
Would you say that?
it was so hard for me because I never had the same thing to do every day. I'm telling you, my life was fast paced. It was like sometimes I was in a nice mansion, sometimes I was in a very nice hotel like Omni, or sometimes it was always something different. So having the same structured life, it felt suffering. It felt miserable.
Mm,
It felt like discipline. Like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like my body was heavy.
hmm
Me having something to do different every day, my burden was light. It was like soft and gentle and humble. So that's why here I try not to do the same thing every day. I try to like walk all the way to Walmart one day and then all the way back, and then sometimes walk all the way to downtown and just like sightsee and walk all the way back. I try not to just walk in this circle of a herd every day. Like everyone else just does the same thing. Walk in this circle, walk in that circle, walk in that circle. Like it's just like the block thing. And
yeah.
it's not good for you. It's not a healthy relationship with nature or with God or with yourself, because when you're confident about everything in your life, you're confident to walk anywhere in life. That's
Hmm.
the way I see it.
That's cool. And I'm glad that you're kind of spreading out when a lot of people maybe just want to do the same kinds of things every day, but you're
They do
kind
do
of
the same thing every day. They
yeah,
walk in this circle every day, like this
yeah,
square, this perimeter.
just around yeah, around the shelter, around Union
Yeah,
Gospel Mission.
that's it. That's all they do every day, and they
Yeah,
lay down and
it is.
not
There's
do
like that
nothing.
bridge under there that people yeah,
Yes, that's it. They go there, here, there, there.
yeah.
Like they don't spread their wings and find something to do with themselves that's
hmm
responsible, or even if they don't want to get a job, like do something responsible as far as like your health wise, like exercising. And I think that's a big deal out here. A lot of them just lounge around and just like are there.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you expect God to want to help you if you can't even help yourself?
Well, I think God still wants to help them, but they
Yes,
don't want to help themselves.
themselves.
Yeah. Um, so you said you kind of talked about like transitioning from the
Mhm.
fast-paced life to like jail and doing the same thing. What about returning back from jail and kind of being like free of that? Was that hard?
Um, when I got out of jail, it was scary because I didn't know what to do for like money
Hmm.
as far as like, and I wanted to turn back into prostitution. And I called my sister and I said, "Hey, sister, I'm trying to be a boy." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" Like, Jessica, that's what I go by. I go by Jessica. She's like, "Jessica, uh, why don't you just do what you always used to do? You used to be a beautiful, she quote unquote said, you used to be a bad bitch. You used to always know how to make money. You used to have so many guys giving you money." And I was like, "But I don't want to do that no more. You know, I want to do things right." So she's like, "You out of all people want to do things right." And I said, "Yes, believe it or not, I want to change." So I said, me, she's like, "You out of all people want to change." And I said, "Yes, I really want to change. I really want to try to do this the right way, or in the way in the eyes of God, you know? I
hmm
want to be what everyone else believes that I am and not what I believe or know that I am. Because it's harder to live that way. And she's like, "You've been living like that your whole life." And I was like, "No, but like, I want to try the harder way." So
hmm
she's helping me out with it, and she can't believe it. But the old me would have would have went and got my hair done quicker and faster than a hurry, and went and shaved everything I have, and got a spray tan and did my eyelashes so quick, and would have got on that phone and just would have been out there. That's the me. Would have got on an Uber to their house, made my money, come back on the Uber, like, and this would have been probably like 9 to 8 times in a day, and probably like
That was
nine.
how much, that's how often it was
Yes, and it
before?
was like 350 a person.
Wow.
Yes, and this was
So you were making a lot of money.
Yes, I was, but I was also supporting a lot of kids. At the time I lived in Arlington, there was 14 kids that my aunts and she lived in this two-story house, and there she had like 7 kids, and then her sister didn't have custody of her kids, so we were taking care of them. And then my 3 little brothers and sisters didn't have nowhere to live, so we lived with them. So I was supporting a lot of people with
You
that
said
money.
14?
Yeah,
Wow. That's a lot.
that's a
That is a lot of
lot.
kids.
Yes.
You were supporting all those 14 kids.
Yes, literally, like with just what I was doing.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's not like I had a lot to spend on me. One time they all wanted a Happy Meal, so I went to McDonald's and it was like $445 for 14 of them.
You took all 14 of them to
Yes, and they wanted a
McDonald's.
Happy Meal and like a little ice cream like this, like
Oh
one of
my
them
gosh.
little McFlurries or whatever.
Yeah,
And it was like $445 for all of them to get that.
that's crazy.
hmm That's just one thing. Like we would go to Six Flags, we would go to Hurricane Harbor, Hawaiian Falls, like stuff like that every day, like all the time.
Wow. And you were paying for all that.
Yes,
Wow. That's incredible.
yes.
Just, were you paying, did they all go to school?
They
Those
did all
14
go to
kids?
school, and I did pay for all their clothes.
Wow.
Like
Did
every single
you
last one of them had all their school clothes every year, their school supplies. I mean, everything.
mhm.
I got it for them.
Did you feel like you had to do what you were doing in order to support those kids, or did you do it more for like because you wanted to?
I did it more because I wanted to, and my second reason that I had to hold on to it was because of the kids.
Yeah.
That's really deep in my heart, is because I wanted to. I enjoyed it.
Mhm. Yeah. What would you recommend to someone who maybe is struggling and trying to get out of that lifestyle, um, and maybe is kind of like hooked on the fast pace of
I
it?
recommend you find a boyfriend first and hold on to that one person, because you're never gonna actually get rid of that addiction, because it's a gift from God. So if you want to change, find someone you really, really like, hold on to him, and just stay with that one person.
You think the addiction is a gift from God?
I mean, because like it says, gift from God is sex, in the Bible.
Oh, yeah. I guess in the Bible, it's like in a specific
Yeah,
context.
in a context. But I prefer, what I'm saying is, I'm trying to say, to get out of that addiction, it's still gonna linger there. So just find a man you really like, or a woman you really like, and stop all that, and then just sleep with that one person, and gradually you start to get off the ways that you were in.
Hmm. So I want to know, you went into prison, didn't
hmm
know Jesus, were
I
living a
did
completely
not.
different life,
hmm
came out, and now you know Jesus.
Yes, I do.
What was the change? What happened?
The change was more of listening to my self-conscience instead of everyone around me. Like, I wanted to know him, so I got the Bible and I started to read scripture. Like, I started to read First Corinthians. Like, that's my favorite book, is
Oh, really?
First Corinthians, because it talks about the fruits of the Spirit. It talks about the gifts of God, the tongues and prophesizing, and like all the gifts, the different um things that coincide with each other, that start to connect, and it visually reveals the truth and the lies in everyone's life. That's what I was into, like First Corinthians, like love, joy, and like hope, like all the things that coincide, that difference between anyone's life, how to decipher anyone's life and tell the truth between lies. Like that's what really, really turned me on about it. Like that's what got me into wanting to know Jesus and God even more, was that.
Mm. Wow. So, was there like one moment for you when you feel like Jesus really revealed himself to you, or was it kind of gradual over time?
Actually, he has always been in my mind through everything since a child, no matter what I've done or did. But he didn't ever reveal himself to me until like I was a grown, like like when I was young, he was always in my mind, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what I did. But as I got older, I feel his started to feel my spirit changing more into something different, better,
Mm-hmm.
deeper, like stronger, more manlier. Like without him, I don't think I could ever be just look like an incredible man. I think I'll just still look like myself, like I did back then. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like that's why I talk about revealing myself, like me looking more built like a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's him
Mm-hmm.
revealing himself in my life, helping me out to be the best man I can be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's something like about like the lifestyle that you were kind of living before you went to jail?
Hmm.
What's something that like people wouldn't know? Like something. What's like a challenge that you face that people may not like think would happen?
A challenge you would face with the lifestyle I was living before is you would never think that you would ever get um, raped at gunpoint or something. But sometimes living that lifestyle, it comes with a lot of consequences. Sometimes guys do set you up, and you just have to watch out about what you're doing because sometimes you have guys that have you at gunpoint and you have to have sex with them and you don't get anything in return. That's like literally like the lifestyle, like and the things you have to be scared about.
Mm-hmm.
There's its pros and then there's its cons sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
If you had to like, if you got to talk to someone who is currently living that lifestyle, how would you point them to Jesus?
I would say that you'd really just have to grab that Bible and just flip the pages. Like just grab it and flip it to any page and start there. That's
Mm-hmm.
your start. Just picking it up. Just I know it's kind of confusing the way it's worded, but eventually the more you read it over and over and over, it'll decode itself. You'll start to understand it in like 16 different ways reading at one time. That's how good you'll start getting into Jesus.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah. So in your own words, who would you say Jesus is?
In my own words, Jesus is yourself, the best you that you could possibly be respectful and all the things around you and everything around you that the more liking it takes to you, the more it becomes you and the more it wants to actually use you. He wants to use you. So the more respect you have for others, the more people like you, the more he wants to use you. So he's inside of you more often. That's
Yeah.
what I believe.
Wow. Well, those are all the questions I have for you, Johnny.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for coming on and telling your story. I was wondering if there's anything I could be praying for you.
Actually, a prayer of whatever comes to your soul, your spirit, whatever God guides you into saying, that's what should be prayed about instead. So there you go.
Cool. Well, can I pray for you?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Lord, thank you so much for my friend Johnny and for him being able to come and tell his story on the podcast. I pray that he knows how just intentional you were when you created him, the way that you designed him to be, God. Um, and that when you were choosing the qualities about him that were unique and special, you weren't making mistakes. Um, so I pray he knows how chosen he is by you and how loved he is by you and how you want us even more than we want you a lot of the times. And, or all the time, you want us more than we want you. And I pray that his heart just has a burning conviction to run after you, and that he knows how much you love him and how you forgive all the things we've ever done wrong against you. And if Christ is in you, although the body is dead because of sin, the spirit is life because of righteousness. And through Jesus and through the blood of Christ, our slate is wiped clean. And now we're made righteous through Jesus' blood. So thank you for that, God. And I pray that he just understands how you look at him, God. We love you so much. I pray that he's able to get his job in a couple weeks and get out of the shelter. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming on, Johnny. I appreciate you telling your story. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye.